Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Europa Universalis for the Million Ducat Challenge as Portugal. And as you can see, we are at 44k ducats. That's not nearly enough to get to a million, of course, but we have a long time to go. We have about 160 years to play, almost 100, more than 150 years to play. So we have plenty of time. We're just over half of the campaign. 3/5, I would say. So yes, we have plenty of time to get a goal. And looking at our trade income, I think we can easily do it. As we said before, we have to figure out ways to increase our trade efficiency. By the way, the traders are in power, but that's global trade power, not trade efficiency. And I think our global trade power is high enough, so we probably want to just global trade power increase trade efficiency. I don't think so. I think we later in the game we want to shift towards the guilds because the local goods produced modifier. There is a policy that we can enact, and after we need to check out what IDs we're gonna get for the 26th and 29th ID. Let's talk a little bit about our plans for this episode. So we conquered some stuff here in Africa. We made a trade city. I should try to figure out a way to test the efficiency of trade cities, but I think it is actually quite powerful in terms of trade steering. As you can see, we have 133% trade steering, and what trade steering is, it increases the value of trade going out of a node. So let's for instance say the Cape of Good Hope. The local value of the Cape is only 4.8 ducats, and as you can see, the incoming value is 145 ducats. So if you add these two together, you come at a sum of 151 ducats, and there's still a bit retained here, but most of it is sent out towards the Gold Coast. So we'd expect about 150 ducats going to the Gold Coast, but because we have a massive increase in trade steering, this number, see here you can see it. Portugal increases outgoing value by 11.6%, and that's all due to the fact that we trade due to our trade steering bonus. So yes, these trade cities increase our trade steering bonus, so that's actually really nice. I think we're going to add a couple of more. I'm not sure how much they add. I think let's see, can we check that? This is a trade. We are receiving trade power, but this is a trade league. That's well, I don't know, but we might find that out once we add another trade city, which is probably something that we want to do. Yeah, we. No, I'm looking at the wrong window here. We have 22.5% because we are in a trade league, and each trade city increases that number. It might be 2.5% per city in the league. Do we have 5, 8? Do we have 9 cities? 2, 6. Yes, we have 8 members plus. We have 9 members, me plus all these guys. So I think it's 2.5 trade steering per member. So if we can get a couple of more members, we will get more trade steering. But that was that was a bit detailed about the trade steering. We accumulated some land here last episode to make sure that we got the merchant permanently due to the provincial trade power. And then I thought, you know what, this land can be colonized. Why not? The Great Lakes funnel into Zanzibar, so let's get that. That's okay. We can increase the trade value of this area a little bit. I don't know what the trade goods, possible trade goods are. I think you can get gems and things like that. It slays copper. Livestock is not too good, but iron is really good. Gems is decent. Even a chance of gold. So I think if we colonize a lot of this area, it would be fine. We can also go into the Zambezi node a little bit. We can just increase this. Although, yeah, if we do some conquering, we might even get a trade company in a Zambezi node, and that will ensure us another merchant. So that would be nice. The plans for this episode is just to transport these 20k troops to here, and then I think we're gonna attack Majapahit. I tried to threaten war a couple of times. He says nope, not gonna do it. I think we have to go to war. He has only one ally, and that's Tondo. We have a lot of heavies. We got 25 heavies now. Just finished 5 new ones. 8 new ones, I should say. Two more heavies incoming soon. And then we will be at 30 heavies, which should be plenty. We will probably put an admiral in charge just to be sure. And then we will go to war. We will conquer the center of trade here. Maybe some more provinces, but not too much. I think the center of trade. Do we want the economic growth center here? No, I think we want him to keep it, because the more nations there are in this region, the more monarch points it generates, and the more development can be done. So you actually in this campaign, I thought a little bit about it. Actually, we want to keep as many players alive as possible, as many nations alive as possible. I don't know if there are any cores of another nation here. We got some claims, but not cores. There is some cores here, so maybe we can conquer these cores and release a nation. Could even release a nation here. And let them transfer trade power, so we get at least a lot of that trade power, and that way a lot more development can be done than if I am the only one who does the development here. So we kind of want to keep the nations around. But it was quite a long introduction. I'm gonna play, and once we enter the war, I will be back, and if something else interesting happens, I will let you know. One thing I forgot is that we can pick the new tech level 22. This makes our war galleys a little bit obsolete. We can build 2 Ducats now. We might upgrade them before the war, but I'm not sure. We got the money to do it, but it also costs quite a bit of time. We will take Tech 22 in the admin side of things, but first we'll check. He's level 21 military, he's level 21. Tech level 22 artillery shock doesn't really matter, but this is really good. Artillery fire +2 and a new artillery unit. So this is a really good tech for artillery. What does it cost? It costs quite a bit of monarch points, and I want to get the plutocratic IDs first, and we're making a lot of military points anyway. So I think I will yeah, I'm probably better off by picking the tech and making sure that I have an easier time in a war. And now we have 13 years to focus on the ID group, which is what I'm gonna do next. And here we go. We're gonna threaten Majapahit with war for the province of Kalapa, which is a estuary or a center of trade. It says nope, and that means we are at war. Majapahit and Tondo, but for some reason I cannot bring my troops over. Should be able to, right? Yes, he is blockading this port though, so let's get rid of his fleet, and then we're gonna march in from the east as well. Tondo is getting involved, and he he actually seized my colony, so he might burn my colony down. But I cannot be distracted by that. We have a war to fight down here, so we're gonna fight it here, and after that we will worry about about Tondo and about our colony. First, we want to fully occupy Majapahit, and then we will sail to Tondo. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go to the Java Sea and hopefully catch his fleet, although his fleet is locked into the wing. So we might be too late. And we were not too late. His fleet is gone. Most of it anyway. Where is his capital? His capital is here, so we're gonna blockade his capital, and once we have these two provinces, I think I will just march my troops into his capital, Grassland. We might even take it for ourselves. It's a really good land. It has a decent amount of trade power, so we might want that for ourselves, or for the trade company rather. Unfortunately, I still suck at fighting wars. One of my 20 stacks got caught by the army, so that's not good. Hopefully we can get his capital though. If we can siege down his capital quick enough, I actually am going to attach a blockade and send the rest of my ships to the strait here, so he cannot cross the strait to get his capital back. I'm gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna detach the blockade, and we're gonna bring the rest of the ships back. So once these ships have to move due to the fact that I siege down the capital, it will get wrecked by this fleet of heavies. And that might do it. We still have some issues with Tondo. Maybe we will fight a later war with Tondo. Although it would be nice if we could do it in a single war. Since he controls both sides of the strait, he can just cross the strait. I should have sieged down this province quickly, so he could not have come. We're gonna do an artillery barrage just to hopefully able to catch his capital before he comes here, and then we will get out of here as quickly as we can. Hopefully we will have his capital. Hopefully we can cross, can go on to the transports before he arrives. I figured that we probably are better off by... Ooh, no, this is not good. Probably need to bring the fleet here by getting Tondo out of the war first, and we need to bring over, or need to train another 20 stack. It's probably something that we can do here. It's gonna take a long time here though. It's probably quicker to bring down the stack from Portugal and from America, so that's something that we will probably do. We have a bit better luck in Tondo. We stacked wiped his entire army, so that's actually really nice for us. We can start to occupy his lands. Ooh, this is not good. The Tondo fleet decided to go after my fleet, so let's bring the heavies in and let the heavies do the job. We got enough war score to knock out Tondo out of the war. We will get Manila and Cebu. Yes, both are a center of trade, so they will have a lot of trade power in the Philippines, and that will hopefully boost our provincial trade power above 50%, or at least the trade power of our trade company. We also opt for transfer trade power because, you know, it's lovely to have. They only negotiate for themselves, so let's demand that. That's fine. Alright, we should be able to give this to our trade company. Let's core it. The same goes for here, and let's core it. And let's just increase autonomy, because it doesn't really change. It doesn't change the trade value. It doesn't change the goods produced because it is owned by a trade company. We got some exiled armies. Bring them to there. Get exile status away. We should probably bring our heavies over there. I'm not sure if he still has that awesome general, but he probably has. That's the reason why I lost so many troops. I might bring over another 20 stack from my main land. I think we can do without the... Oh, we have lost the effects of trading in China where? Ugh. That's probably because we have some occupations here, or some of these guys occupy our provinces. And we're gonna... Yeah, he still has a really good general, so that's a bit of a pain in the butt. We might fire our general and get a new one, just to make sure that we barely have any army tradition, so we don't really have a good chance for a good general, but we'll see. And there we go, the war is finally done. We are going for this single province. We will keep the rest under occupation of Majapahit. I think that is fine. I think this province will have enough trade power on its own to give us enough trade power in the Moluccas. So we'll end the war here. We'll shoot for peace for Kalapa, and we will get transfer trade power from him as well. We could get some money maybe, but it doesn't really do that much. Could try to get war reps. Yeah, let's get war reps. That's probably better. So let's send the demand. And there we go. That was a really expensive war, but we got it. Let's core it, and this probably should get rid of the unrest, most of it, and then increase autonomy. So yeah, that gives us a lot of trade power. This will go away soon, hopefully. And are we at enough trade power? Maybe if we core it. The Moluccan territory, we are at 43% only. Maybe we have to core it first before it counts. I think we have to core it first before it counts. We can easily check by the Philippine charters. We have done investments to increase the provincial trade power there by 50%. Are these provinces cored? No, they're not yet. Got some exiled armies. You can come back. All right, so we secured another center of trade. That was quite a hard war. Mainly due to the fact that he has a good general. He had better morale than me. I think he has some military IDs. Let me check. Yeah, he has offensive and defensive IDs, so he has really good military IDs. I don't have a single one yet. I started on plutocratic, but that's only plus 10 morale of armies, so I'm mainly taking it for the merchant and the goods produced modifier. And maybe the caravan power, but the caravan power doesn't really do anything for us because we don't have any trade over land. So yeah, see, now we are trading in Chinaware again. So trade dispute. Did he get? Wait a second. We should keep an eye on it. Still in a trade league. They have 2 provinces. Oh, he has 2 provinces. For some reason. We could make him a vassal, or some other way get trade power from him. But that's it for this episode. I think it was a relatively long war for the things that we got out of it. We didn't get more provinces because of the reasons that I said before. I think it's a good thing to keep as many countries alive. Majapahit will be able to develop this land. This will look at this trade value. It will only go up the later we get into the game. And since I am the majority, the biggest trade power here, a lot of that trade value will go straight to Europe and straight to Villa, I should say. We got some what's it called? Some naval force limit left. So let's build up some frigates. Build up to at least 110. Let's go to 150 at least. 120. Let's cancel one. Let's see. We're building a ship here. Let's cancel one. So we will get a bigger trade fleet there because our trade power here isn't too great. We might try to maybe we will conquer this guy. Does he have an alliance? Yeah, he has an alliance with me. We can break it and conquer his province so that we actually get trade power out of this province. But we'll see. We can take tech, but we won't because we're way too far ahead of time. Instead, we will probably do some development. So let's take a look at the development. What can we do? For the tax, I look at the cost. Let's exclude the subjects. I could do some development in my subjects. I mean, do I have any disloyal? Yes, the Caribbean are not too happy. How is the opinion? We are at 100 opinion with them. So we probably should bring back a... Excellent. We also should bring a focus back to colonizing, because my focus was turned away a little bit when I had other things on my plate, the war, for instance. We could increase the size of the Caribbean by quite a bit. I mean, this is 20 development, these provinces. 27, 32 development extra. That's quite big. I don't know how much development does he have. 282, so he will be at 320. It will increase his liberty desire, but that's okay because we will get the reduced liberty desire in the Age of Revolution. I'm not sure which time the Age of Revolution hits. That's something I have to check. But maybe we'll send some troops over there and some colonization there. Who knows? We want to send a settler down here because that is the center of trade for the Amazons. And we want to make sure that our colonial nation is the biggest trade power here. I mean, it's not that much in terms of trade goods, but I think we don't have any manufactories. We do have actually. We probably should get one here. One manufactories in all of these provinces. So that will increase not only the income of the province, but also the well, especially the trade output. That's what really improves. Ah, he's settling himself as well. That's good. That's good. So he will be growing. How much development does he have? Portuguese Brazil is at, let's see, 48 development. That's not too big compared to, for instance, Portuguese Mexico, which is huge, 422. And we could grow it even bigger if we were to colonize this for him, or colonize here. But I don't really want to make him bigger because liberty desire. We wanted to send a diplomat here. That's probably something that we will do, but we will also look into developing some of his provinces. We probably want to do production development in high value provinces. I'm going to check that event later. So let's see, for instance, Havana. It's fairly cheap. I think there are cheaper provinces though, but this is a bad trade good. This is what? Ah, this is really good. Cotton, really expensive. The same as Havana. No, not the same. Havana is a little bit more expensive, but this is cheaper to develop. So check. It's 44, 33. Yeah, let's develop Tortuga. Develop it by 3 clicks. No, 2 clicks. And let's do Havana once. So we spend a bit of Diplo points. We don't really get any value from the added production. Only a bit of tariffs. But we will get value in terms of the increased trade value of the Caribbean. The trade will be sent to the Cape, and then it will be sent back to us. We could send a fleet here, try to siphon a bit more trade off. I mean, they're still sitting quite a bit. I think if we would send 50 ships, it would make quite a difference. could send, for instance, send 50 ships to Panama and then 50 to the Caribbean, and that way we probably get a ducat or 20, 30 more ducats, maybe. I'm not sure. Into our home trade node, so that would be a good thing. The problem is we are at our naval force limit, almost, and it's not likely that it will get increased soon. Although I say that, but let's see, shipyard we can build. Yeah, we could build here, but since these guys are not stated, it wouldn't mean anything. Let's do it anyway. It's a 1.5 ship. It's not that much, and I don't know which tech it is. Client states. TVs. That's nice. Probably can see that here. Which tech is it? 24. No, that's not the right one. This one here. 20. Yeah, Diplotech 24, and then we can replace our normal shipyards with grand shipyards, and that will give us a bit more naval force limit. And then we still have the policy, which we will probably annex somewhere. I think in 50 years we will probably enact the policy. Let's see, where is it? To increase the naval force limit here, and we'll probably want that one as well. We might want that one. So yeah, there's a lot of diplomatic policies here, as you can see. So we probably want to, yeah, we are currently constantly focused on Diplotech, but we have a military leader. In the late game, we probably want to switch this to a diplomatic leader, so we will get some decent diplo points, although we are having all those policies. But it was quite a long outro there. Let's do this thingamajig here. The traders gain 2 influence, the guilds lose a bit of influence, but we gain a lot of trade power in a lot of trade nodes. So let's do that. That's fine. How are we looking on the trade side? We're making 457 ducats. I think I saw it at a bit higher before, but we're only at 75% trade power here. Why is that? We have elections. I think I want to keep my candidate. Although we're quite low on Republican tradition. Let's re-elect. Kind of want to get the guilds in charge as soon as possible, but I mean the goods produced modifier is really good. I think as soon as I get the, where is it? I think as soon as I get this policy, the plus 20% goods produced here, I'll probably go for the guilds as well. Then we will get a 20% boost to produce, which would be lovely. I know why we are losing so much trade power here. We don't have the 6 maneuver general anymore. So let's put in the 5 maneuver. We can gain a new admiral. Let's do that. Let's 4 maneuver. Let's put him in Malacca, because we have by far the most ships there, and it will boost the trade power of the ships by quite a bit. So let's get him over there, and that will probably increase the trade income by quite a bit. Do I want to keep it? Yes, we lose Republican tradition, I know, but we gain admin points, which is nice, which we should immediately spend on development. Don't worry, I will end the video soon. Let's spend it on development in our homeland. Is there anything else that we could spend admin points on? There's no way to change admin points in any other point, right? Other than the national focus. It's rather unfortunate, because we don't really have any use for admin points other than tech. I mean, we're probably not gonna do any admin ID. Although admin with trade will give us 10% trade efficiency. It's really good. But that's another Diplo ID. We'll see. Maybe there is something interesting with quantity. I don't know. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure so far. I really enjoyed this campaign. It's quite peaceful, so that's good. Yeah, I enjoy this. I enjoy this colonial play. This just colonizing and managing merchants, and I just really like it. I think I like it better than just plainly conquering stuff and blowing out. I think there's a lot to manage here, and I probably could micromanage it a lot better. But that's something that comes with time, and I don't know. I just like it. Sorry for the rambling. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to subscribe. I know this is a very long video. I'm sorry for that. That's because I am not very good at short outros. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.